What's up, YouTube? Now, I don't normally do videos, but I had to. I've been working with U.S.A. truck for a week now, I want to say. I started on the 18th. Today is the 31st. And I'm going to pretty much tell you how things went. Now, when you start, you go through the normal process of your recruiter and everything like that. Your recruiter will set you up a rental to get you to orientation. Now, with this pandemic going on and everybody medical cards is getting, expiring and everything like that, they handle that. They have a certain person that, sends your information into the DMV system somehow, some way. So you would just pretty much email your medical card to the recruiter, and they send it over to take care of that from there. Now, once you arrive, now they'll tell you, if you have your own medical card, you won't need to take a test. You won't have to go through everything everybody else have to as far as your physical test. That's a lie. You will need to take another drug test. Upon arrival, first day of orientation, the recruiter will tell you they won't, but they will. The recruiter will say that they don't check to see your previous employment. They do. They call mine. One of them happened to be someone I work with, but I guess, I don't know. I believe they didn't believe that I worked with them because it's a small company, but it's within the family anyways, but I did. They will tell you they will reimburse you on the gas that you spend, that you have to put back in the rental getting to orientation. I didn't get a reimbursement. That's something I had to take care of Monday. Today is Sunday. Orientation is, they'll say 3 days, but it really is 2. You do your road test and you're back in, and that's it. The hotel you'll be staying at if you're in Ohio is trash. No breakfast, none of that. The tub's dirty, all that. When you first start, you will have to learn the new tablet system. If you used to dealing with Qualcomms, you have to learn the tablet system on your own. They do not train you on it. They will show you a slideshow, PowerPoint on how to use it, but they will go through it within a matter of seconds. So you will not understand how to work it. So that you will have to learn on your own. You will be assigned to a driver manager the day you get your truck, which you get your truck within 2 to 3 days. If you're lucky, you will get it at that same facility. If not, you'll have to drive about 300 plus miles. If you're going to the Ohio orientation, we had to drive all the way to Pennsylvania to get our truck. It would have been cool, if they would have paid us for the mile. But they give you another rental, like I said, to even drive up there. And you will be sharing it with someone else. You won't have all the necessary equipment you will need for your truck. So if I was you, if you do have any, bring it with you. So you don't be out of luck once you get on the road. You'll get assigned to your driver manager. They actually call you once you get assigned to them, and they introduce themselves to them, or they introduce themselves to you. And they'll let you know once you get settled and everything like that to give them a call to get you going. So I called my driver leader and asked for a load the very next day because I just wanted to get going. I was asked if I wanted to go home or if I wanted to get straight on the road, which, I want to get straight on the road. No need to go home. I have the clothes and everything like that. Once I do my home time, I'll get everything else I need. So, you get on the road, you do your thing or whatnot. Your driver, or mine, did not know. She couldn't explain to me how to operate the tablet. You feel me? Like I said, that's something you have to learn on your own, and it will be a little stressful, but you'll get used to it within, I want to say, 3 days. Or, they'll refer you to someone who will walk you through the steps of trying to figure it out if you do need to put in a load or whatever you got to take care of. Now, I want to say that Friday, after the 18th, I had an issue dealing with a trailer that was set for shop. It said shop status due to the lights being out, but the lights were working. What I mean by the lights, the turn the signal and the identification lights on the back of the trailer, everything was working. So, I kept sending messages. I kept calling my drive leader, no answer. I called at least 5, 6, 7 times, no answer. Kept sending messages, no answer. Now, one thing they will tell you in orientation is communication. Communication is the key. We communicate a lot. We want to communicate with our drivers. It's best to communicate with them. That's a lie. Communication is, I want to say, up to 80%, 85%, probably more, sucks. Okay, so you will not be. You'll probably get somebody lucky who care about your well-being and you being safe on this road. But mine don't give a fuck. And I did do a survey on that and gave her straight ones, which I feel she's probably upset about that. It got to the point where I had to contact a different fleet. Like, look, I'm in this situation. I done missed out on a load going to Kansas from Illinois, and I could not do that load due to a trailer that just wasn't cleared through the system. It was already fixed because I talked to the shop a few days later after that, and it was cleared. It just wasn't in the system cleared. So you will go through that, because I just went through that with a loaded trailer, and I just said, at this point, fuck it. I'm taking a trailer because everything works. It might not show up through your computer, but probably in their system, as I was told before, it shows in their system that it was fixed, but in ours it won't, which means that you won't even get to put in that you did an inspection on it. So if it's your lucky day you get pulled over, show that you didn't even do an inspection on it and that it need repairs, her ticket. But I doubt they care about that. What else? Yeah, so that day on Friday, I pretty much sat until Tuesday. Okay? I did not leave until Tuesday dealing with that trailer. And I believe I did not hear anything from anyone. I did not hear anything from anyone till then. And at that point, I was just frustrated. I felt like for me to be sending constant messages and I did respond. I did get a reply of, well, it's showing it's cleared on our end through the tablet. But that was hours, a day later. Matter of fact, that was a whole 24 hours later when I got a response. The communication here sucks as to a T. And I don't like that, because it can be certain situations where you're in an emergency and you're calling, no one answer. You're in an emergency and you're sending a message through the system, no one is replying to you until 4 hours later. You will not get a response whatsoever. They will not pick up the phone. Okay? At least that's just what I'm going through. Everyone got different driver managers and different fleets they deal with. Probably better fleets than the one that I'm with. They probably give a fuck, about them. Mines, I feel like, don't. Just the way they operate, the way they talk. You feel me? They don't talk as if they happy. They want to make sure you say, hey, how you doing out there? I'm just checking in, doing my daily call with drivers, making sure everything good, drive safe. You got weather that's approaching you that's very dangerous, like normal people would do. My last job did it. They did it so much damn near I done got tired of them calling, like, hey, I'm good, but the point is, I just feel like they should communicate more. Because me dealing with that trailer and having to be off from Friday to Tuesday because I'm not getting a response from anyone. And by Tuesday, and I know it was Memorial Day Monday, so I understand I probably wouldn't have got a answer that day. But as far as me from Friday to Tuesday, no one is contacting me. And my driver manager came back in Sunday, and you mean to tell me you did not see any of the messages to at least respond to my needs of me being able to get to that load. I done missed out on money, missed out on the load, and all I got paid was breakdown pay that was petty. I believe, I don't even know if it was a whole $20. Who knows? You know? And I mean, what do I do at that point? You know, so I called a different fleet by that Tuesday and explained what was going on and expressed everything that I was going through. She felt so bad, she instantly transferred me over to the boss of my driver manager, who then said, well, your driver manager would definitely be calling you and this and that. But he didn't seem as the type to care. Just his demeanor was just so messed up. I was just like, okay, I see how it is with this, you know. I see how everyone operates, and clearly you don't care about your drivers whatsoever. They really don't. They look at us as a driver and the number. Your truck number is what you are to them. They don't know you by name. They don't try to know you by name. What is your number? Okay, now I know who you are. As if we're locked up or some shit. Anyways, I talked to him, and boom, I get a call within 1 or 2 minutes from her. Well, you know, it's good that you called me, because I've been calling you like crazy, getting no response. Oh, I've been out since Friday. I got back Sunday. Well, I've been calling since Friday. Today is Tuesday. But, okay. You know, I've been having issues with this, and that, you know. And she was like, well, I could pay you breakdown, but it's not much. And it's just like, you know, that's it. That was just it. And I'm just like, okay. So she got me going for my load, leaving out Wednesday. Or was it that Tuesday? I believe it was Wednesday morning. And, you know, that was the last time I talked to her. Like I said, no communication. So, like I said, that survey. So, what was it, yesterday? I guess she got the survey. So now she sends a message or whatnot saying, well, you need to send in a message saying what trailer you picked up as well. Now, we do loaded calls. Everybody do loaded calls. So when they put in a drop trailer, they put in what trailer they're picking up. Which I just found out, yesterday. Oh, you know, it doesn't matter. That typically don't matter when you send in a loaded call. You type shit. So I'm like, okay. Now I know I have to send messages in, but thanks for telling me a week later. You know, communication, like I said. How am I supposed to know I'm supposed to send messages in regarding what trailer I'm picking up as far as an empty if you're not telling me nothing? Like I said, I only talked to her twice. I'd have been working from the 18th to the 31st of today. You know? So, that was that or whatnot. Yeah, like I said, I got going. And I had an issue with a trailer 2 days ago, where, you know, I had to call breakdown and everything like that. And because the error system box or whatnot, information box, you know, for the tires of the trailer, that was completely broke off. Like, I don't even understand how that happened. But that was that. Today, which is yesterday, matter of fact, let me tell you about yesterday. So I'm driving and whatnot, you know, on weekends they don't, everybody know how it is on weekends. That's why I want my days set how I was told it was going to be set, which is Monday through Friday, so I'm home on weekends. That's not even the case. You feel me? Especially since how everything went with last weekend. Me not getting in contact with anyone until Tuesday and being sent out on a Wednesday. It kind of messed up my schedule. So I had to work during the weekend. Pretty much. Okay? So yesterday I had to, you know, contact dispatch and ask for another load after I had dropped off my load. Which they got me a load from Pennsylvania to Ohio, which is where I am now. So on my way here yesterday, the red buzzer come on because I was low on fuel. So, I called, like, hey, I need emergency fuel, but I'm approaching a pilot right now. But before I even got to say that, now I called 30 miles in advance before I got there. Just so everything could be set up, they could open the fuel pumps or whatever, or have my car ready. I called Fleet 50, and a guy answered, hold, put me on hold. I want to say I was on hold for 30 minutes before he picked back up and asked what I needed. See, I feel as if they don't have enough workers for dispatch, they need to hire them like ASAP. Because if we have 50 fleets, that means is 1 through 50. So if you have one dispatcher working all 50 fleets, you're an unorganized company. Y'all need your ass beat. Okay? Y'all need more workers, because I feel as if I shouldn't have been on hold that long. What if I was kidnapped and was in somebody's trunk the whole time? I called the police, but I'm trying to let the job know at the same time. I'm on hold for 30 minutes. I would have been dead already. I'm just saying. I feel as if I shouldn't have been on hold that long. When you're a truck driver, your life is at risk. This is a dangerous job. People, flip trucks on the daily. Especially the region I'm running and everything like that, with me going through hills and mountains and stuff like that, and it's been constant rainstorms and tornado warnings around the area that I'm in. They should be more, communicative with their drivers than they are, to make sure we're okay on the road. And I'm a female, so it's just I don't understand it. Like I said, my last job, they definitely made sure we were okay. Like, they cared. Now that I look back at it, as much as I don't like the job, but they did give a fuck. They don't just look at their drivers as drivers. Every morning you get a message from them, and every day you get at least 2-3 calls from them. Just from them, hey, you're doing this wrong, or hey, we got you going this way, but we want you to go here, or hey, we're making sure you're okay. Just something to where they communicated with you. Okay? And then one thing about this job, they'll send a message. Not all the time. I ain't even gonna say all the time. But say they'll send a message while you're driving. I'm driving, In the system, it'll show I'm driving. Why not try at least give me a call? Because most drivers have headsets anyways. But you would rather send a message, no, I'm not going to be able to get to it till 8 hours later when you're probably off work already. Because, if I'm starting off in the morning, then I'm going to be driving at least 7.5 hours straight to get wherever I'm going. Because that'll be left after I do my pre-trip, right? But that's not even the case. So, yeah, yesterday I did feel some type of way, because I felt as if I shouldn't have been left on hold that long. Just for him to say, okay, I'll make sure your card is open. And that was it. I'm like, so that was it. Like, is this the only person working? You know what I'm saying? Because even with dispatchers, I don't know no dispatcher that'll have you on hold that long. And from the looks of things, I don't know if this is a big company or not, because I don't really see us on the road like that. Every shipper I go to, I see more of the other trailers. I'm not going to say names, but, just more of other company trailers than our trailers. We barely have trailers at the damn Illinois yard, So I'll be trying to figure out, man, is the company big? Is it small? Like, where are the people at on the road? Are they lazy? Do they not want to drive? Do they have one dispatcher that work every fleet? Because that's what it seemed like. They are so unorganized and so so uncommunicative. It's crazy. And it's frustrating. especially when you first start, when you first starting another job, first starting a job, everybody gonna have questions. You're gonna have questions on what to do. You're gonna have questions on how their system is set up compared to the system you're normally dealing with. Everything is set up. You're gonna have a different truck you never drove before, so you want to know how I operate. I drive a KW. I'm used to driving Freightliners, and the last one I had was a Volvo. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's quick to get used to a truck, especially if you've been driving them anyway. So I really didn't have no problems with that. I'm just saying, just speaking up on other people, who go through things as far as wanting to learn shit. Just like with this truck, actually is different because you have the kingpin release button, so you don't have to just go out there and play tug of war with the damn kingpin, which I was having fucking problems with. I was out there for like an hour at a shipper trying to release it. I had everybody coming over trying to help me. I don't know if it was bent or whatever. Somebody said it was bent, so it was just like I was having issues with it. But I ended up finding now an easier way to do it, which I have been using the kingpin unlock. When I did try it, it kept getting jammed. But I have found out easier way. But yeah, today, yesterday. So yesterday, before I even had that issue with running out of gas, I was at a shipper, right? And there was a dispatcher that was working over my fleet who called me and said, your license is pending suspension. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, the DMV is not getting your medical card. And I'm like, well, I'm not sure how they're not getting. I mean, I sent y'all. He was like, yeah, we have your medical card. We sent it over to them, but I don't know what's going on their end. But it's pending suspension, and you'll have to contact them and this and that. Now, mind you, when I started this video, I said my recruiter was the one who was supposed to take care of that before you can even start the job. They're the ones that put it in the system because they get in contact with the DMV themselves. They have a special person they go through that uploads your medical card to the DMV. Like I said, it's a pandemic, so DMVs are closed. What can someone do right now about even trying to go and take care of anything at a DMV? So I'm like, okay. So they've been knowing about this since orientation. No one told me until yesterday. At least the dispatcher told me, But I'm just like, okay, why didn't my driver manager tell me? And I'm pretty sure if the dispatcher just saw it in a computer, that means it's been in the computer, and then it's been there since I started the job. Why haven't I been contacted about it? Once again, lack of communication really sucks. So I'm like, okay, what do I do at this point? Because I'm not about to risk my license for this job, who supposedly updated in the system that I have my medical card, because I'm assuming they see that I'm driving, but they assuming that I'm driving with an expired medical card, which is probably why, this is just what I'm thinking, probably why I have that pending suspension. So I called today, 30 or 15 minutes before I got to this shipper, which I've been at this shipper since, I want to say 9:50 I got here. And it is 11:25. Keep those times in mind, because I got something to say about that. So, he gave me a number. I was like, okay, no DMVs are open. So he was asking what area that I mainly be in. I told him. He was like, well, there's one here. You could contact them, because sometimes they'll just do it over the phone with people. Or it's just one in Granite, Illinois that's open. I'm like, okay, cool. Just give me the information. I'll definitely have to just get a load going home after today. I only have 13 hours left, or now 11 hours left on my clock, on my 70 in general. So I only have enough to run one more load for today before I can take off. So that'll be cool. I could take care of everything starting Monday and Tuesday till I come back out, and that'll be my 34-hour reset right there. So he gave me the information. Now today, 31st, I called. It's Sunday. Today is Sunday. I called my driver manager and I explained to her what was going on, which I'm assuming she already knew. But she was just like, oh, everybody went through that. I even went through it, and other people I know of went through it, and this and that, as if it's not a big deal. You can just, as if it's not a big deal. I'm not saying that she said that. I'm just saying she was just talking as if it wasn't a big deal, because she was just saying, it's with the DMV not getting the information, a lot of DMVs getting a lot of medical cards sent to them, it gets overwhelmed, and they probably don't get all of them. So I'm like, okay. She's like, but you can just probably send an email to them or something like that, as if I could just send. I'd rather them get it. You feel me? If Grenade, Illinois is open, hey, I'm going there. I will contact whoever I have to contact. I just want to make sure, they get it, because I don't. If you're saying to send it in an email, that means a lot of people are sending it through email as a second option, which mean what? That will get overwhelmed. And what if it don't go through? You feel me? So now mine was having 30 days since the 18th of when I got hired. When was I gonna find this out, as far as me having pending suspension? Say if the dispatcher did not call me yesterday, and he was so nice and being so cool. You feel me? That's why I like to deal with men for some reason when it comes to being a dispatcher. I feel like wouldn't it be men that's over being driver manager and stuff like that? I feel like they do a way better job than the women, because they've been out here longer. They experience more. They know what truck drivers go through. They care, opposed to a female who probably only did it a few years and, I'm done, I'm going to just go sit down in the office. I'm just speaking in general. When it's a female and a female, it just don't work out, ever, I like to deal with men. They really care, and then they know what you being a female. They really care about you on the road and really want to make sure you're okay out here. Because trust me, I done been through some stuff on the road where sexual harassment, all types of stuff. So I can go on and on about that, but that's a different story. Now, what I'm saying is, with her, she said to send an email. So I'm like, well, like I said, I'd just rather take care of it. And, today is my last day, so I'm going to have to have my home time anyways. So okay, I'm going to find you a load to get you back going. What area we in? I told her, and this and that. Now, that I told you, I've been here since 9:50. I called her 15 minutes before I got here, right? And I was like, okay, well, I'm 15 minutes away. She was like, okay, it won't take that long. Okay? And between the conversation, anyway, she was cutting me off as if what I was saying about my medical card just didn't even register in her head, or really didn't even matter to her. So that was, like I said, I called 15 minutes before I came to the shipper, which I'm here now, and I've been here since 9:50. I want to say it is 11:30. Okay, I have not received any messages. I have not received a call, and I have not received a load. I sent in a message asking, did you find me a load yet? Did I get a response? No, I did not, and it is 11:30, and I got here at 9:50. Mind you, she said it wouldn't take that long. It only take about a couple minutes, right? If that, to find a load to get me back to where I need to go to make sure my license don't be suspended and I'm able to drive and work. Okay? So, yeah. Right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here waiting on a response, which I might not get. So, at this point, I will have to take matters into my own hands and call again, if I get through, to see if she can give me a load. Because right now I'm just burning my clock out. Even though I'm off duty, it's still ticking on my 70. So, and I'm sitting here just waiting on a load, and it's been over an hour, going on 2 hours. Okay? So, now, as a matter of fact, to be exact, to be exact with the time, I called her at 9:39 to be exact, because I have the call record right here. I called her at 9:39. It is now 11:31, and I have not received any response on my messages I've been sending, and no call back. Do she care? I feel like she don't. And at this time, I really want to switch to a different company, because just going through this in 1 week, especially with me. I know I'm an experienced driver, but like I said, I feel as if they should have some type of compassion for us drivers who risk our lives hauling products for their company, you know. And with it being a pandemic as well, they should really care. They do not care at this job. And at this point, I really don't care who watched this video, because I'm speaking real facts, and I'm stressed and fed up. And I've only been here since the Friday of the 18th. And no, the Thursday. That Thursday I had orientation. Monday? So the 18th was Monday. It's 2 days, 3 days after that is when I got on the road. I just feel as if we as drivers should not be going through this. Like I said, it could possibly just be my driver manager, because when I was explaining everything as far as this communication, like how I'm talking right now on the phone with someone else, they just couldn't. They was like, oh my God, well, can you please talk to her boss? As if she probably got calls like this before, or people probably complained on her before about her communication skills and the way she interact with drivers, you know. Like I said, this is why I rather deal with men. But like I said, her boss, he seemed so like uptight, arrogant. He seemed as if he really didn't care. Oh, I'm gonna just have her contact you type shit, instead of just listening to what I had to say. Okay, I get what you're saying, you know, type shit. And I'm like, what? Okay, well, I see how this company is. The only positive thing about this company is they give you 3,500 miles a week. Okay. Oh, another thing I would like to mention that I did not mention, your recruiter. Okay, do not listen to everything the recruiter tells you. Like I told you, they will lie. Or they probably won't lie, but they probably just don't know what changed within the company, and was not informed about any changes. Because like I said, he lied. Well, I don't care about the drug test or whatnot, because I don't smoke, but I'm just informing you because I informed someone else who happened to have orientation on the day we were leaving, and a few people left that day because they was told if they bring their own medical card, they won't have to take another drug test. So I'm assuming they was dirty. So I gave them the heads up, like, yes, you will. You know, and they was just so upset about it, they just left. Now, the recruiter will tell you, this is how many cents per mile you will be getting paid. And you will be getting paid more depending on if you drive 2,600 miles or more. Your cents will go up. That's a lie. Now, as far as it going up, yes, it's true. But as far as the cents that you will make per mile is a lie, okay? Now, I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all on how many cents per mile I'm making. I'm used to making 53 cents per mile, or getting paid by the load from previous jobs that I worked at. This is the cheapest job I ever was paid at, as far as trucking, okay? Now, he told me I was going to be making 47 cents a mile, but it will go up 3 extra cents if I was to drive over 2,800 miles to 3,500. So it'll go up probably an extra 4 cents or whatnot. So I'm just looking more of the 50 cents, you know, range if I was to push it. Like I drive, you feel me? I drive. I'm not no lazy driver, you feel me? So I'm looking like, okay, I could do that. You know, I'm gonna definitely push for that 3,500 miles a week, so I can at least get to that 49 cents to 50 cents. From what I was told, I was gonna make 47. And I know, you feel me? Because that's the first thing a person want to know is how much money will they be making when they drive at any company. That's the first thing you want to know. How many cents per mile do you pay? You feel me? That's the first thing that's gonna come out of anybody's mouth, is how much they want to make. If you're going to be driving, right? Okay. So, he told me 47. Okay? I know what I heard. Okay? We in orientation, and they send you to the back to sign off on a paper that tells you how much you're going to make, and it said 42 cents per mile. It said 42.50. And I'm like, 42.50? That's not what I was told. She's like, well, you don't have to sign it right now. I'm like, can you contact the recruiter? Because he told me 42. He told me 42. He told me 47. He told me 47 cents. You telling me 42.50. So he was contacted. I talked to him. He was like, oh no, you probably was hearing. I was saying 47 cents after you drive over 2,600 miles and this and that. That's not what you said, dude. That's not what you said. You feel me? he probably messed up on his end, and now he trying to not acknowledge what he said as far as accidentally telling me the wrong price or not knowing. He's going based off of years of experience. I told him my years of experience, so he's like, oh, you will be making this much then just based off your years of experience. So that's what he went based off of. But they clearly went based off of something else. So they're not even probably going based off of years experience as he was, unless I would have been making my 47 but making more than that, because like I said, I drive, so I would have been pushing for that 49 cents to 50 cents. So you will be making low cents when it comes to per mile, but you will be making additional cents per mile if you run hard, run 3,500 miles a week. You will make more cents per mile. I'm upset because I was told something different. I know what I was told. I'm not just hearing things, you feel me? But you know how recruiters are when they trying to just hurry up and recruit you and get you in so they can get their money for recruiting people. So they probably was just saying anything to finesse you to get up in the job. And that's just period. Just like, oh, you'll be getting what? You get $240 for orientation, and then you'll get a rental, and they'll reimburse you for the gas. Like I said, I was not reimbursed. I'll have to call about that because I did not see a reimbursement on my pay stub. I did not see it say reimbursed, because if you got reimbursed, it will say reimbursed, unless they put the money with the orientation. Now, that can be something different, so I'm not going to hold them to it as if they didn't, because I don't know, but I did not see it on my pay stub, because normal pay stubs that say reimbursement on it if you was reimbursed for something, so I don't know. So this is my experience with this trucking company so far. Do I like it? Not at all. Not at all. I like the miles, they run you hard if you a driver. But I don't like what you get paid as far as the cents per mile, with them finessing you and lying about what you're going to get paid. And I don't like that they don't communicate. They do not at all. You're out here, you're out here. It's like I might as well be an owner operator if that's the case. If I'm not going to communicate with you, I might as well run my own shit. I feel like. Because, nobody's letting me know nothing. As y'all see, I've been on live, I've been on here for 37 minutes, yet I still yet to hear anything from my driver manager. And I feel as if I shouldn't have been waiting this long to get a load, especially if I called her 15 minutes in advance before I pulled up to the shipper, just so I can have everything situated and ready for me to get rolling on the road again. I could have already been picked up a load by now and been dropped on my way home. Like I said, let me see. I have 10 hours left on my 70 as we speak. 10 hours and 17 minutes left on my 70. I am 4 hours away from my car, but I have to find a load that'll get me going that way. You feel me? It could be something within an hour that's going the opposite direction. So, I have to probably go there and then backtrack, but the point is, I don't have time today. I have to get home. I have to take care of this license, because if they don't take it serious, they don't care about you when it comes to your license being pending suspension due to them not doing their job, is how I feel. If somebody else feels something different, then that's just how y'all feel. But I feel as if you tell me this one thing, and I'm sending my medical card through email to everyone, and no one's being able to